coming up.
You know, when I left, I was pretty sad about it because I was like, because, by the court of public opinion, I was playing a pretty good game. I just trusted the wrong bitch. Like, I trusted Candace, but because the producers are shady, they'll have like 2 teacups of salmon for all like 24 of us. So if you got at breakfast first, you got your pick of the litter. You could have as much salmon as you wanted. And if you came in late, you were asked out. No salmon for you. I wanted to be a traitor so fucking bad.
I was crushed.
I'm such a good liar. I can gaslight, I can girlboss, I can gatekeep. I am so good at all those things.
Meet Harry Jowsey, reality TV heartthrob. He's been loved, ghosted, cancelled, and kissed. He spilled his guts.
I did what?
In a world of ghosting and dodging red flags, Harry's filling his boyfriend's toolbox one lesson at a time. It's Harry Jowsey, boyfriend material.
What is going on, you naughty little sausages? Welcome back. This week, I'm joined by drag superstar, opera singer, podcaster, reality TV star, and most recently, cast member of the Emmy-award-winning show, The Traitors, which is now streaming, Monét X Change. I love you so much.
Oh my God, I love you, Harry.
How are you doing?
What a lovely introduction.
How are you doing?
As you were saying that, I was like, oh my God, I still have my Invisalign in.
Oh.
So gonna take that
That's
out.
okay.
I don't care, keep it on camera.
Yeah. You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, how was Traitors? Is that stressful?
Oh my God, Traitors was, honestly, I tell everyone, it is the most fun I've ever had doing any reality.
What?
Anything. Yes, it's so fun but I like shit like that. I love games like that. We do game nights at the house. We play things like Secret Hitler. I know it sounds crazy. I know. It's a game.
No.
It's a game. It's a very
popular. It's not.
It's a very popular board game.
No.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
That's a game.
It is, but it's kind of like
I'm
me.
I'm sweating.
I know what you want. But it's kind of like Traitors.
Whoa, okay.
And you have to find out who was the fascist and blah 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 blah. But it's fun.
That's a real game?
So I like strategy games like that. I like deception, lying, thievery, trickery. I love all of that. So going all the way to Scotland and do it in like a really expensive, like immersive experience because fucking production, they care so much about the integrity of the game. They want to make sure everything is secret and scary. So it's like you really feel like you're in it. Like you feel like people are really dying.
Because is it really that intense?
Yeah, it's really intense.
Because when the traitors are talking, I'm like, and they're screaming and stuff, I'm like, surely they can hear, like the faithfuls can hear it.
No, but they do it after. Like they do it at night when we all, go to bed, and then they come in the still of the night and they kill you.
Ridiculous.
Murder.
Yeah. Wait. Also, okay, we had a call about this before. We were having a little, doing a bit of research and getting excited to have you on. I think Michael Rapaport is an angry little seagull, and I think I hate him. I think I hate him so much.
He's awful. Michael Rapaport, I mean, what we saw on television, I think they helped him out because they toned it down. Michael was always loud, always yelling, always screaming. And I knew of Michael Rapaport because of his online personality. I've seen things he's done forever. He's always doing some crazy shit online. Yeah. So I knew him, but I was like, oh, surely he's hamming it up for the camera, just doing it because this is his personality. No. In person, he is even worse. He is always yelling. I literally lost hearing because he was constantly screaming.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, when you guys do a challenge and then walking back to the castle, I'm like, if that motherfucker is screaming, I would lose it. I don't know why no one swung on him.
I know. Well, I was like, if I got arrested in the UK, what are the prisons like? So I was like, I can't put hands on this man. So I'm just gonna. My strategy was, I was gonna for the people at home, I was gonna just vote write his name every night until he was gone, just to be I'm gonna take a stand until this guy's gone. But then you're like, right now, I mean, I also want to win, so I don't want to waste my vote. So that lasted one night. I was like, well, if nobody else is gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it either. Yeah. But he was pretty bad, and to see how he eats on camera. I'm like, is this how all straight men behave? Do you eat like that?
No, I've never eaten like that in my life.
Okay, thank God, because it's too much. He just gets on there and unhinges his jaw a fucking, and he's in a wildlife exhibit and shovels pounds of food into his mouth. I'm like, who eats like that? He has a wife. A woman puts up with that.
No.
Yes.
No way.
He has a wife that
she's an actress. She's paid.
Wait,
actress. Because I saw I just saw a clip with Andy Cohen where he was like, well, you should see how I eat off camera, and I'm like, brother, let's go to school and learn how to. Was he the whole time?
The whole time, and you know what? And I feel bad because he is from Brooklyn. my home state.
They eat normal there.
We do eat
I've
normal in
got
Brooklyn.
friends from Brooklyn and they knife and fork.
Michael is an embarrassment to all of us Brooklynites. I feel so bad saying I'm from the state of Brooklyn because I call it the state. Brooklyn's its own state. It's not a borough. And I just feel bad saying that we're from the same place. He went to the same high school as my brother.
So why is he the most hated person? He's got to be.
I think Michael is. I think someone who gets, in my humble opinion, and unlike. Like, just going off of his game playing the show, people saying that Colton's playing a bad game, and I disagree. I think Colton's playing a pretty good game.
Yeah.
I think Colton's playing aggressively. He's going after people. Yeah. That's what you want. You don't want everyone playing like fucking Mara and Johnny and Tara. They're just like, I don't know. I mean, recently we see Johnny is trying to do a little much, but Tara is literally just there for the scenery. Yeah. Sarah is there for the salmon. She's there for the salmon every morning.
Wait, what's with the salmon?
Oh, my God. Well.
Okay. Please, okay, guys, if you haven't seen the show, every fucking morning these guys come in and someone makes a comment about where the salmon is or if there's enough salmon. And I was sitting there going, what, is the salmon that good in Scotland? Where is it? Is there a scarcity? I was getting so angry. I was going to text you and be like, tell me what's happening. Okay, give us the tea.
Okay, the salmon. The thing about the salmon is like, because when we're eating at breakfast, that is legit. That is legit like our breakfast for the day. That is like how we're starting our day. It's legit food. And so they have like, and again, it's not to, because, I love the UK. It's like my second home. I'm there so much. But this food in the UK, it can sometimes be a little interesting. People eating like
baked beans.
Yeah, like what you having for breakfast today? I'm having some fizzy brickets and some baked beans, love. Like I'm like I don't want to eat that. So the breakfast is always interesting. So the only thing that was deliciously edible was the salmon. But because the producers are shady, they'll have like 2 teacups of salmon for all like 24 of us. So if you got at breakfast first, you got your pick of the litter. You could have as much salmon as you wanted. And if you came in late, you were asked out. No salmon for you. Whoa. So that's why the people who come in later are like, oh my God, where's the salmon? To see where the salmon's at.
Wait, how long is that breakfast taking? Is it like 4 hours?
No. Okay. Breakfast is like maybe like from first person to enter until we like go out. I would say maybe like 45 minutes to an hour.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Easy.
We were like talking, strategizing. People are trying to find stupid, innocuous things to say someone's a traitor. Like, look how Harry's crossing his arms. Only traitors cross their arms like that.
That's what it'd be like?
It's like that. It's like,
I wouldn't be able to handle it.
I think you could.
No, I would fold. I would just be like, guys, it's
like,
me.
If you were a traitor, you'd just be like, I'm a traitor?
Yeah, because I would do the opposite. I'd be like, let's play. Like, let's see if they'll bite into it. Because people will probably be like, no, there's no way.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought, Mike. I was like, you know what? Either Michael is the worst player this game has ever seen, or he's playing like 4D chess. I was like, maybe he's like purposely playing a really bad, faithful, so we think he's a traitor, but it's really like I felt like there's no way this guy is seriously playing this game like this. Like the shit he was at the round table, like I'm the dopest, flyest, most handsome. I'm like this is a caricature of a person.
Yeah, brother, you look like a seagull. Let's relax. Like, yeah, why did he say that when he was leaving?
I know.
You could have said anything cool that would have been like, oh yeah, fair enough.
I was like, that's why you don't have the Oscar or an Emmy because of this acting is pretty bad. All of that, but.
Wow. Yeah. So you're watching it. Are you watching it back now, obviously?
Yeah, I'm watching it back now, yeah.
Are you freaking out? You angry? You sad? Like, how do you feel about it?
When I left, I was pretty sad about it because I was like, because, by the court of public opinion, I was playing a pretty good game. I just trusted the wrong bitch. Like, I trusted Candace. I was like, Candace, there were 5 people that I knew. I was like, I know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, these 5 people are faithful. So I was like, Rob Cesarino, Portia, they were both gone already. Yeah. Candace, Colton and Natalie. I was like, I know these 5 people are faithful. So I don't know what it is. I know that they are. So in my strategic gameplay, check it. I went into the bar and I got Candace one-on-one. And I was like, I don't know if you were faithful. I don't know if you're a traitor. You don't know for sure if I'm a faithful. You don't know for sure if I'm a traitor. But I can tell you, if I'm a traitor, I will never say your name in the turret. And if I'm a faithful, I will never bring your name up at the round table. And I'm asking that from you. Now, there's so much, they can't show everything that happened. So I was like, and she was like, I got you. And we had a little pact. And the next day, I told her, I was like, girl, I think Lisa's a traitor. And she got me out the next day. Which I think, in my opinion, is a bad gameplay because you want to have faithfuls That as a traitor, because she's a traitor, you want to have faithfuls that you can trust, someone that you can like. Okay, I know that this person has my back.
Right, because if
because later on, I think that's gonna be helpful to you.
Yeah.
But, she.
And now everyone's like going on Lisa anyway.
Exactly.
So I'm like, you're the trendsetter.
I know. Always look at me. I'm wearing a
These
skirt
bitches,
today.
yeah.
Trend alert.
Oh!
Excuse me.
Wow. Wow, yeah, because I was watching it and I'm like, there's obviously so much stuff that's cut out of this show.
Yeah.
There must have been so many little like riff-raffs going on here and there. Like the house looks, the castle, the mansion, whatever the fuck it is, looks insane. My thing was, the challenge is, how big is this fucking, like, where they film? Because, like, you guys are sprinting. Like, it takes forever. I'm like, yo, how many cameras are there? How big is this fucking lot? Like, it's huge.
Alan has a very palatial estate, honey. Alan has been in the industry since Spy Kids 1.
Yeah.
Remember Alan and Spy Kids?
Yeah.
I think his best role ever. And so Alan, the castle is huge. There's so much room to play. And, like, but I will say, I did also the Survivor experience. They did Survivor, did the Influencer Island last year, and I was on that. Survivor is a crazy show. There's like, I'm talking about at least on a small level, I think there were like about 20 cameras on sticks. There's like 3 drones. There's like 2 jibs. Like Survivor is it's like a mammoth of a show. Now Traitors is huge as well. It's big too. Like, there's a bunch of cameras, but Survivor, I've never seen anything like that. Survivor was crazy. I was like, oh wow, this is how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was intense.
Damn.
That, because I'm a big Survivor fan too.
Yeah.
Love strategy. Do you think you could do Survivor?
No.
Australian Survivor is next level. I watched it this year.
I'd be such a bitch.
No?
Yeah. Wait, was there an All-Star season this year? Because I think I did Amazing Race with one of the guys, and he was an absolute cockhead.
Oh, who?
I think his name was King George or something.
King George from
Bankstown?
Yeah, people love him.
Wow.
On Survivor, Australia.
Yeah, because we did Amazing Race, and he just kept rubbing everyone the wrong way, and the way that he was screaming at his sister just made me so angry. I'm like, yo, dude, like, this poor little lady is just sitting here. Like, you dragged her onto the show, and now you're screaming at her.
Really?
I just hated it because of that. Because I'm like, dude, poor thing.
Poor thing.
She's not in this world.
Wait, how did you do on Amazing Race? Did you love it?
I got 4th.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you done Amazing? Would you do it?
I have not watched it, so I don't really know what it's about. Like, do you get dirty? Are we sleeping on the ground?
Yeah, it's not very good.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to India, and you have your backpacks. So we started India, and then we went all the way through like Asia, and then like Cambodia, and then Malaysia. We got kicked off.
Got it.
Yeah, there was actually some tea because I think we meant to go to Africa, but the team on the ground got held hostage.
Really?
Yeah. For like $750K.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, we can't send you guys there. I'm like,
make an international incident. That'll be fair.
yeah, I was like, I need that.
Yeah, what about the press, girl? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Imagine a picture of me at ransom. Like, oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Please send the money.
Baby. But so yeah, Survivor is a crazy experience.
Okay.
I love doing that. So that experience was just 48 hours. And then I was like, okay, and I was like, it's like 8 influencers from America. They're gonna like take it easy on us. They did not.
No?
It was a full experience. We lucked out and got one of the worst storms they had on the show in like 10 years.
Whoa.
So we were just on this beach in Fiji, having to make our own shelter for real. And it started raining at 3 p.m. It didn't stop raining until the next morning, like 6 a.m. And we really didn't have shelter. So we were just getting rained on. We couldn't make fire because it was wet. And I was like, by like hour 3, the straight guys, they were all stinky. And I was like, oh my God. Like, it was just, I was like, if this is anything what the real experience is like, I will, which it was. Like, I don't think I could do it.
Wow.
But then I'm like, but I'm a badass bitch. I could do it.
And you come back so snatched too?
I know. People
Imagine
lose like
the
40
jawline.
pounds.
Yeah.
I look at Ozempic who? Honey.
Yeah.
Nature's Ozempic. Survivor. I would love.
So good.
Yeah.
Wait, have you seen Naked and Afraid? Would you do that?
No.
Okay, I don't
no.
know. Okay.
No. I mean, I don't have any problem being naked on camera, but being
Afraid?
Afraid?
Yeah, I'm not doing
I can't do that. No, that one is too much. They're like, they drop them off in these crazy places. They're like
I'm good.
actual animals that they interact with. Like,
I'm good.
I can't do that one.
Yeah. Okay, but back to Traitors.
Yes.
Did you have a game plan going in?
Yeah, my plan was to be my sweet, charming, charismatic self and not be too quiet, because I don't want to be like a Tara. I keep on shading Tara. Tara, I love Tara. But I don't want to play that kind of game where you just kind of just going along, people like pushing, prodding you around, like you don't really have an opinion. And so I wanted to still be opinionated and be myself, but you also have to be careful of that because then you can be occultant and start to build, you know, a target on your back. People are like, okay, the Traitor's like, this person's talking too much, they have to go. So I think someone who's doing a really good job of that is Natalie. Natalie is like, she talks, she brings up names, but she's also like a little quiet when she needs to be. She's good in the missions, like, but she had a gameplay I wanted to play like, so that's what I wanted to do. I want to be also like Sari from season 1. Season 1 of Traitors was Sari Fields. She won. She was so good at manipulating these fucking idiots in the castle. They would just, on every word she would say, they would believe it. It was just, she was such a master of this game. So if there was any traitor I wanted to like copy the game, it would be much like her. She was great at that.
Not Bob.
No, he was awful. So loud, like so long. Like, he was too much. He got himself out so quickly. Yeah. And even though I went home early too, my one claim to fame is that I lasted longer than he did on the game and in the bed. You know. No, yes, I know. I lasted longer than Bob. So that's in our sibling rivalry of it all. That's our little running bit.
Okay, I need to know who was dressing you.
Oh, my lovely stylist. We've been friends for about 10 years.
Yeah.
He's been my stylist for like the past 4 years. Thomas Taylor O'Rear. I love him so much. He has such a beautiful eye for fashion, and he curated all these really dope looks for me to go into the castle. I was like, if I'm going to go into this castle, I'm going to show these mother tuckers that I can do fashion.
Yeah,
darling.
it's really a fashion contest in there.
It has become that.
Yeah, well,
it really has.
I was watching it. I'm like, either like production was like, hey, we're gonna give you all like your own stylist and like go crazy, or like it's just like that's another competition on its own that you guys just doing.
Well, you have someone like Maura Higgins. God bless her heart. She's killing it. Oh. But that's all Maura wanted to do. Maura, I love Maura, by the way. Maura, you know I love you. Going into the show, Maura had not watched a single episode of the game. Yeah. She had no idea there were banishments. She had no idea there were murders. She had no idea we had missions. Maura knew nothing about the show. I was like, Maura, did you, like, on the plane, just go download an episode just to get your bearings. Maura had no idea. She just wanted to wear pretty clothes and like, get her clothes seen on TV. That's all Maura. I was like, girl, go walk down Fifth Avenue in New York City.
Yeah, you're good.
You don't gotta come to Scotland for that. So yeah, I was gagged at Maura, but I mean, to her point, she looks stunning.
She looks great.
She's so beautiful.
Wow,
and she's so funny. She's this tiny Irish girl with this potty mouth, just always cursing. I'm obsessed with Maura.
Was she really? Was she? Because I don't think we saw too much of it, or maybe I was focused on being angry at Michael.
I'm focused on Michael eating.
I'm angry. Yeah.
No, I don't think you see Maura's potty mouth a lot on the show, but Maura it curses like a sailor.
Wow.
And honestly, Maura is. I'm obsessed with her. Yeah, she's so good.
She's so beautiful.
Yeah, she's stunning. I was like, if I liked vagina, I could date that one.
Do you think her and Rob hooked up?
No. Maybe she snuck into his room in the castle.
That's what I thought. I was like,
this is not Love Island, Harry.
Well, for them it could be. You know, he had the overalls on. I was like, the guns are out. You know, he's putting on his best fit.
No, how you know? I didn't sneak into his bedroom. How you know?
I don't know.
You don't know that. A broken wish.
Did you?
No, I wish, girl.
You did. No. Guys, rumor starts today. My ex Rob.
No, Rob is such a sweet guy.
Yeah.
I think that's why everyone in the castle loves him, because he was just such this very calm, sweet, level-headed guy. He really is a dope dude.
Wait, I have to ask. When you get eliminated, do you know who the traitors are? Do they go, hey, here's a quick card, like, surprise, it's these guys?
Yeah, so they did this, like, extra, it lives on the Traitors Instagram, I think, and they do this, like, the seance, and they put these 3 cards in front of you, and they do, like, this whole thing, and you get to see them. Okay. I know, because if I had to go into, like, all the way home not knowing, I would die.
Yeah.
And when I found out that it was Candace, and at least I knew. Yeah. When I found out it was Rob and Candace, I was like, Rob, what? Because we were like gonna be close allies. We were like in missions in the car together. I would like tell him, yeah, I think it's this person, that person. I had literally no idea him or Candace. I could never have thought that. And people watch the show and they're like, you fucking idiots, duh. I'm like, yeah, because you know.
You saw from the start.
You see.
Yeah.
But this year they did the Secret Traitor with Donna Kelsey.
Yes.
And people had no idea. I'm like, you see, now you know, like, you kind of get a feel of how it is because people are like, oh, I think it's Jam Jam. I think it's Monet. I think y'all, when the story doesn't tell you, it's really hard to figure it out.
Why do you think they picked Donna for the Secret Traitor?
I don't know why they picked Donna. I don't know why. I think it was a wasted pick, to be honest.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think that Donna would have thrived better as a faithful. Having to be a traitor, I think was really tough on her.
Yeah.
And I think that, I wanted to be a traitor so fucking bad.
I was crushed.
I'm such a good liar.
Oh, please.
I can gaslight. I can girlboss. I can gatekeep. I am so good at all those things. I would have been an amazing faithful. But when Alan brings me back to the castle,
yeah. Oh,
because I know it's gonna happen, he better make me. Alan, you better make me a fucking traitor. I wanted to be a traitor so bad. I wanted to lie through my teeth to those people. I would have loved it.
Yeah, I would love to.
I would probably fucking come.
Yeah. Well.
I would have loved it.
Do you think what was Donna's giveaway? She wasn't talking to anyone?
Yeah. Donna, Lisa, Rob, and I, we were in the Range Rover going to the castle the first day, the very first night. And on that first night, to be honest, I didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
And I was like, who is this old white lady in here?
Mm-hmm.
And then Rob said something. He was like something about he said something about her son and the Super Bowl, and then Taylor Swift. I was like, son. Super Bowl. I was like, oh, that's a Taylor Swift future mother-in-law. That's that lady.
What? That's that lady.
That's that lady. And then in the car, she was like, oh, I'm so excited to be here. Wow. I love reality TV. I love watching The Housewives. I've seen every season of Traitors. She was so vocal, talking so much.
Oh.
After that first night, her energy was completely different.
Oh, she gave it away.
She was to herself. She wasn't talking as much. She was like so quiet. So to me, I was like, that to me, that like, again, I don't really know her, but the fact that just in one day her entire energy shifted, I was like, I think she might be a traitor.
Why didn't you say to her, hey, bring me to the wedding and I'll be on your date. Let me be your date to the wedding.
Because I wasn't sure. And also, yeah, maybe I should have done. I actually no, because she was out pretty early.
Yeah.
But I'm so mad at Maura because we could have gotten Maura. The entire trajectory of this game could have been so different because that one mission when Portia was like, she brought everyone to the kitchen and we were like, she said, Candace, you told me that Michael said put in a housewife grave, and Candace was like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. And Maura was like, and Portia goes to Maura. She's like, you heard it, right? And Maura was like, no, I don't know. I'm like, to this day, I'm like, if Maura would have said, oh yeah, Candace, you did say that, everyone would have been like, well, Candace, why are you lying? It would have been really suspicious, and maybe we could have got a traitor out the first night, which has never happened on the show in any iteration, in any franchise. Damn. So I always like, but also in this game, it's so hard to say that because if that had happened, that would have changed the whole rest of the game. So you can't play a what if I, because do
you think Maura just got scared because they're yelling? And
I think Maura didn't know what was going on. I think Maura was just confused.
I was like, she looks so little and sweet, and the girls are yelling.
Girl, Maura is maybe 50 pounds soaking wet with rain boots on. Maura is like, I don't think she has much to sustain her thoughts.
Wait, okay, the kitchen.
Yeah.
One thing that was pissing me off, what is the big trough in the middle with all those shit in it?
Isn't that an Australian thing?
Not for me.
Really?
I was so confused. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah, in the kitchen, it's this little thing. You have candy, shortbread, sweets, gummy bears.
Did that annoy you?
It's an interesting choice. Okay. But I was like, I guess this is how rich people live. Yeah. I think this is how dukes and duchesses and lords and kings live. They have a little hole in the kitchen with food in it.
No, it was like pissed me off because I'm like, how do you know when shit is empty? You have to like look in and put it instead of like, oh, the jar's halfway full, like we should fill it up. Good idea. Anyway, that was what I was really pissed off at that. But then I didn't know if like that was me. I'm like getting angry at like the most stupid shit.
I think you should go on the Traitors.
I would be terrible.
I don't think you are. Are you a good liar?
Of course.
You'd be great.
Let's call my ex up. No, I don't know. I think I would just cry.
Yeah, I'd freak out. Cry.
Yeah, I just would be trying to be funny, and then people. I would say, you know what I would do? I'd probably say the wrong thing.
The wrong thing. Say you were a traitor, you were a faithful traitor.
Yeah, I'd always
confuse yourself.
I would always fuck it up for sure.
Yeah, that's happened to Portia. Bless her heart.
Bless her heart. Yeah,
which people kept on. People online. There's a shot of us. We were both in the mission because Portia and I both have big booties and things that girls do.
Yeah.
And it's this shot of us both in a mission. Portia, but Portia's ass is, the body is, her waist is this big. Her ass is crazy. and for that mission, she had like a short cut on and a baseball cap. And someone took a picture. We're standing next to her. They were like, which one is Portia and which one is Monet? I could not tell. And I was like, to me, that's my one claim to fame for
That's
Traitors.
perfect.
I got confused with Portia Williams from the back. My queen, I love her.
Did you know any of the cast before the show?
No. I was a big Portia fan because I love Housewives of Atlanta.
Okay.
But no, I didn't know anyone. I wasn't friends with anyone.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why they won't put more than one queen at a time. They only put one drag queen a season.
Why? Why so many housewives? Let's get the
right?
queens on there.
Exactly. I agree. I think they should have more queens on there.
Yeah.
I think when they do Traitors All Stars or Gone Too Soon, whatever it is, Bob and I have to do it together.
Please.
And I think we would just run amok in that castle.
That would be the funniest fucking
It would
show
be great.
ever.
It'd be great.
We need more queens, please.
More queens.
Yeah.
These are so messy and ridiculous.
So, and
They
the
think
crazy
housewives
stories.
are.
Yeah.
Also, because I'm like the housewives, Lisa Rinna's like, I could read a girl. I was like, Lisa, you think you can read?
Yeah.
Baby, hold my water. This reunion, I'm telling you, is going to be so spicy. I'm so irritated by half of these fucking people online.
Oh my God.
Oh, I cannot. I'm going to let them have it at this reunion.
Okay, my biggest thing is why is everyone referring themselves in like third person? It's like I'm Lisa fucking Renner or I'm Michael Rapaport. Like, brother, you're an angry old pelican. Like, shut up. Like, why are we third person? Should I start doing that?
Harry Jowsey.
Hey, I'm Harry Jowsey. You go fuck yourself. Like, I didn't understand that. I'm like, maybe I'm not like.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been a third person or myself. But
Yeah.
to each his own.
Yeah.
To each his own.
Pissed me off. Wait,
Yeah.
when's the reunion? Is it already filmed?
Yeah, no, we're filming it in February.
Fuck.
And because I think they want us to see more of the episodes. So
Yeah.
we can be fully armed with what we want to say.
Sink the teeth in. Yeah, because a few people unfollowed Rob, right?
Rob.
What's-
Rob? They followed Rob Roush?
Was it Rob? Yeah, it was Rob. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's like drama. And
I didn't even see that drama.
I think was it Lisa that unfollowed him?
Lisa unfollowed Rob.
No. Yeah.
Ooh.
We saw it today. Who's falling apart the most online? Like, is there?
I think what's falling apart the most online? I do think it's weird. I think the fan hate of Colton seems like so crazy. It's like, yeah, like people. I think again, this is the biggest season they had so far, so more people are watching, more eyes on it.
Yeah.
But people are really acting like Colton is like coming to their rooms and killing their children tonight. It's like, girl, it's a game, y'all. It is a game. The thing with him and Lisa, it's a game.
Yeah.
They are completely fine. We just did a thing together. Everyone is fine. So I think
we're
people
good.
get really invested in the game.
It's also like it's a TV show.
It's a TV show.
Like,
Everyone got paid.
we're good.
Everyone flew first class.
Wait, what is that pay like? Is it crazy? Oh. Can you give it away?
That's my agent.
Fuck. Okay, more than 100?
I don't know.
No, come on.
I don't know.
More than 50.
No, I did it for free.
Oh,
I did it for the love of the game.
wait.
I did it for the love of the game.
See, this is how I know you're a liar. Right here, right now.
I did it for the love of the game.
Wow.
Yeah, I
That's
love the
terrible
game.
lie. Wow. Okay. Wait. So the reunion is it going to be aired live or doing it?
No. I think we film it, and then I think it comes out. I think it goes like a week after like we film it.
God,
Yeah.
I want to be in that room because
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be really good.
Is there anyone you're eyeing up to scream at?
Yeah, Candace.
Yeah.
I have some thoughts about Candace and Lisa.
Okay.
And I don't know if this is true because people swear we know. Allegedly, Michael is not coming to the reunion. I don't know how true that is. That's what I've seen online on Twitter. I'm like, how the fuck do y'all know? People, but in all my years of reality TV, I don't know why I'm believing anything they're saying online.
Yeah, I feel like he loves the screen time.
Yeah, and also
He'll
there's
be
no
there.
way. I'm like, I think we're contractually obligated to be there. So I don't know if it's an option to just not show up. I don't think that's a thing. So
No, I don't think you can do that.
yeah, I think he has to be there.
Wait, okay. I want to talk about the what he said to Colton. What was it? Where it was the secret thing. Was there anything cut out of that we didn't see?
So I don't know. So I was gone by that. It was literally I got murdered that morning. That round table happened that night.
Yeah.
So I missed it, but I know I will say when the cast, when everyone got their phones back and we said on a faithful group chat, everyone was saying like that was like such a crazy night. Like that round table was really intense and really crazy. So I don't know all that was said because I wasn't there. I just know I'm getting secondhand information.
Yeah.
But I think for the tenure of the show, they're not trying to they want to show what happens, but also it's an hour-long show. They can't put everything in there because those roundtables, they're long.
Yeah.
Y'all have seen like a 10-minute version of something that was maybe like an hour and a half.
Fuck that.
So it's like a lot to get into like that 10 minutes it exists on camera. So they can't show everything. So I would imagine it has to be cut down just for TV and film.
Yeah, because I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
And
But it was, pretty intense.
so intense and a wild thing to just lob out there in the air.
Which I fucking wish I was there.
Oh my God. I got so upset for Colton.
I would have put my reading glasses on and I would have had to dog walk that. Dog walk him. I wish I was there.
How long when you guys sit down does it take for people to start screaming at each other?
So that's so funny. So so you walk in to set the mood. They play the Hanging Tree from the Hunger Games.
What?
It's a really creepy song to get you into to get you into the vibe because you're about to like.
You're walking in there playing that?
Yeah, and
these producers are crazy.
It's ceremonial, but it's great because it really gets you into the. All right, like we're doing this, and the first person to talk is always like, okay, who's gonna say it first? You're looking around, you're like, who's gonna talk first? You're like, who's gonna say it? Who's gonna talk? And then someone just goes, but it takes like I would say like at least like 30 seconds, 45 seconds to a minute, which in real time is a long time. For someone to break the silence and begin to speak. Because then when someone starts to talk, then the ball gets rolling and people are just like, rah, 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 rah.
Yeah.
And again, in those round tables, you're looking at who's not talking, who's not saying anything, who's high, so it's just so much to consider.
God, you have to think so much.
It's a lot of thinking, so it might be a little tough for you.
Yeah, I can't do that. I just want to vibe.
Kidding, you're so smart. You see, you act like you are fucking hilarious and you're smart.
We're in love.
See, and this is why you would go to the end.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you would play like, I don't know. Meanwhile, the whole time you playing, you thinking about the whole thing.
No, I just can't. I think I'd just have it hit on my face like so bad. I'm not very good at it.
Do you play board games at all?
No. I can't think. Maybe like Uno?
Uno? Oh my God.
That's not a board game, is it?
It's a card game.
Yeah. That's the only one I'm good at. No, I'm terrible at it.
Oh my God.
So what's a typical day like there? Because obviously there's people who are going to go to their confessionals and like, is there a lot of sitting around or is it pretty?
No, like I said, like they're so good. They want to get all of it on camera.
Yeah.
So you get there for breakfast, and after breakfast, you're pretty much going. You do breakfast, then we go and we talk into different rooms about strategies, people going outside, people inside, people playing pool, people playing badminton, and then you come back and it's time to get ready for the mission. Yeah. And it might be 10 minutes here and there just to reset.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much letting you go so you can, because they want to catch, because they know also so I've done Drag Race and this. When you do Drag Race, it's so easy for them to wrangle you because you're so brand new to television. You've never done anything before. So you're like, okay, they want me to stop talking? I won't talk. Like, you're like, quiet. Well, these are fucking seasoned celebrities and comedians, actors, housewives. They don't give a fuck if you tell them not to talk. They're like, anyway, so I think they want to catch all that.
Whoa.
So they're trying to roll as much as possible so they're getting all of the beats. So there's not a whole lot of downtime.
Is that kind of overwhelming too?
It is overwhelming.
All the time?
It is overwhelming. Also, what is overwhelming as well, another thing, Harry, is that it's shot in Scotland in the summertime. And you're so far north that the sun, there's about 19 hours of daylight. So
what?
Yeah, the sun doesn't set until 11, and it starts rising again at 4. So and you're filming all day, so you get so distorted. What time of day it is?
Wow.
And if you're a traitor, it's even worse because after we all stop, they have to do more in the turret and pick someone to murder. So the traitors, they're not getting a lot of sleep, so that's a telltale sign. Which I didn't think, but Lisa did a good job. Which is why I think Lisa's ass is wearing sunglasses all the time.
Yeah.
Lisa constantly has sunglasses on. So I was like, going back, I'm like, that's why that bitch has sunglasses on all the time. I was like, oh, she's just doing fashion. No.
She's
doing treachery.
Yeah, she's doing treachery.
So yeah, so it's so you get really distorted in time. Like, okay, is it early? Is it late? And then, but again, I fucking love that shit.
Well, so you've done a fair few shows, and you probably see it too in a lot of shows that people kind of get stuck in the bubble, and it becomes their entire world. Do you think there was anyone on this season of Traitors that fully was forgot that the real world existed and that was like their entire life?
I think all of us.
Okay.
I'm not even kidding. I think
Wow.
everyone, every day, we were all be like when someone dies and you literally or gets murdered, everyone's like, it's really like sets a really somber mood in the room. Everyone's like, oh my god.
Is it really that?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
How
you're
did the
like,
producers do that? Especially
I don't
the seasoned vets.
know. I don't know. It's like
Whoa.
the magic of the show. Everyone is like, can you pass the salmon? Okay. Oh my god. Like it
And
really
then everyone's
feels.
happy again.
and then a beat happens and you're like back into it, but it really feels like you feel like the heaviness of like this murder that just happened last night.
God.
Yeah, which I mean I like that shit.
Yeah.
I love it.
Is there any hints that someone was like adamant on that didn't make the cut? Like, is there anything that you're like, oh, that was a dead giveaway, but they didn't put it in because it would have ruined it for the audience?
No, not that I can think of. I do think the show does a good job of like balancing out like suspicions and who we think and who isn't. I think they do a pretty. I mean, I will say they're watching it back. There's so many conversations that I didn't know happened. And I'm like, oh, that's what she thought. You know what I mean? So the things like that. But for the most part, I think I was, because people everyone assumed that I was a faithful. So I was in on a lot of the conversations. Oh, we're going this way tonight. We're voting this tonight because you want to stay strong with the group. If you like dissent from the group, people are like, why didn't you go vote with everyone else?
Yeah.
So I was in on all the votes a lot.
Yeah. Is there anything you would do different, or if you were a traitor, how would you move? Would you still move how you moved?
I think I would move in a way similar to. I think Candace and Rob are doing a really good job as traitors. I think Candace, in my opinion, right now is doing the best job because she like fights so hard for the faithfuls at the table. You're like, oh, there's no way that.
Yeah.
Like, she fights so hard for Portia. She fought so hard for Tiffany. Like she's like going to bat for these people.
Yeah, she is.
So you're like, so that's why I was like, oh, there's no way like she's like about it. She's like really fighting hard for these people. So she's definitely a faithful. So I think she's playing the best game as a traitor. And so I'm interested to see how like what Rob does because I didn't see, I was gone, so I don't know. And I think Lisa's doing an awful job.
Well, apparently there was Alan said something on.
Yeah, because it's a murder. This is the big banquet, which I didn't get to wear my outfit.
Ugh.
The big banquet is happening, and it is one of the. I've heard all the things. Everyone, as soon as it got done, they go. The other gays in the cast are like, "Girl, you missed the banquet, bitch." I was like, "What happened, girl?" And you feel me? It is pretty fierce. It's intense. It's crazy. I think it's one of the best moments on the show for sure.
God, this will be out.
So you saw it, right? Wasn't it crazy?
Whoa!
So what had happened was
it
was a murder in plain sight. So Lisa wore this brooch.
Yep.
And then how the murder happens is if someone touches the brooch, then they will be murdered, right? But you never know is the murder gonna happen right there in the moment, or someone is gonna go to sleep, then they don't wake up. And then so at this dinner, everyone is being super cautious, right? No one is like letting people put them in. Don't touch my drink. Don't touch my chair. Don't do anything. And then so everyone is like being super cautious. And then Alan walks in because the murder happens. Someone touched the brooch, and Alan walks in and he goes, the murder has been committed or whatever it is. And he pulls out 2 antidotes. He is like, these are 2 antidotes. If you think you have been murdered, if you get this antidote and you take it, you will not. Right? So everyone at the table is fighting. Well, it was me. Well, I was murdered. No, I'm telling you, I did it. And everyone's going back and forth. And then so I forget who the first person takes it, but then Tara Lipinski and Natalie Anderson, they are both holding this one. They're like, well, I want it. And she's like, no, I want it. Now, again, similar to Maura, Tara is this tiny lady. Natalie Anderson is a freaking CrossFit trainer. She was literally on her season of Survivor. She was gonna fight like a baseball player. This big white dude. She was literally gonna physically fight him. So Natalie doesn't play. So Natalie's like, you're not getting this antidote, bitch. She's like, I don't care if you had $1 million trillion. This is my antidote. You're not getting it. So they go over a thing, and then the druids come in. They fight. Natalie takes it. Then the druids come in, and then they put their hands on Jam Jam because Jam Jam touched Lisa's brooch, and then they drag him out in the thing, and then he goes, "It was Lisa!" As they're pulling him out, "It was Lisa! She kissed me! She kissed me!" And they take him out, and then Jam Jam gets murdered. It's a very dramatic and very cinematic, apparently.
Wow! Oh no, I'm so glad you told me.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Fuck, that's awesome! Wow, I wish we were there for that.
I know.
Wow!
Just wear my outfit. I wish I was there.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Wow, this is so fun. Yeah, because I literally just finished the last episode before I came here, and then they had like the thing in the end, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. Who would style you if you went on there? I'm sure you have all your big Hollywood stylists.
No, I've got a few. Monty Jackson is my main one, but he's like super busy. He's the best ever. But this new stylist I tried for, that's Mary Harry. She was awesome.
Fierce.
Um,
And like, are you gonna go full like Scottish? Are you going more like Harry, cool? Like what is the vibe?
man, I probably have to call you. Be like, can you tell me what to do? Because I don't know. And also, like, who else would be on the show? Like,
Yeah.
And are they giving you budget for outfits?
No.
Okay,
That's
so
all
that
yours.
check was heavy then, huh? That check was heavy. Yes.
No, because I mean, it's what you prioritize, right? With the same check I got, we see what Stephen Coletti's wearing.
Yeah. Wait, who's that?
Exactly.
Who is Steven?
Oh my God, everyone forgets he's on the show.
Who is that?
The guy from One Tree Hill, Steven. He's one of the faithfuls. I love Steven. He's so sweet.
He's sweet.
He's very sweet.
He's so lovely. No idea. Okay, another thing that was fucking me off, that was really doing my head in, is you could always see Alan's earpiece.
Oh, can you?
Yes.
I've never noticed that.
You didn't notice it?
No.
Oh.
Not even watching it on camera, really?
Oh my God, go back and watch it. It's like, it's so obvious. And I was like, guys, it was driving me crazy. I'm no expert, but I'm like, I can fucking see it.
I've never noticed
And then
that.
you would see it like clearly, and then it would snap and be, panning the crowd, and then go back to him, and it's like obviously move to the other ear.
The other ear.
And I'm like, it's like you're ruining that magic
Wow.
of the show.
So on that, again, when I did Survivor, because Jeff treated it like a real show,
Yeah.
and Jeff Probst, who's been doing Survivor since 2000, right?
Yeah.
So for 26 years now, he's really immersed in the game, and he's talking everything. He knows all the people's names. So I was like, oh, what? Going to film the show, I was like, well, clearly he has like a producer, like briefing him, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And we get there, and they were like, no, he doesn't. They're like, Jeff doesn't wear an earpiece. Jeff goes home, he studies the game, the characters, he reads bios on everyone, and everything he's saying, he's doing that from his brain. He's no earpiece. Like, I was like, that is so impressive to me, because
Yeah.
I love RuPaul. RuPaul is amazing. But, RuPaul gets a little help. Also, RuPaul is an older man. You know what I'm saying? But Jeff Probst is running that show. Like, when you do Drag Race, when you do challenges, you get, like, the field producers to come and run the challenge with you and show you how to do things. Jeff is running the challenges with you. Jeff is showing you how everything works. Jeff is reading all the story beats. Like, I was so impressed for 26 years, how he is still so, like, it is his fucking game.
He loves it.
He loves it.
Wow, that's so fascinating.
I know.
Because it's also scary to like host something, like
Yeah.
stand there and be like, and then you're trying to talk while someone's feeding you lines as well is really difficult.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he had none of that, and he's like calling everything and also 18. When you start Survivor, there's 18 contestants. That's a lot of people to like keep track of
That's
and their
a lot.
story, and like you had this struggle, like he loves his show so much that he's like, I'm so committed to knowing this like the back of my hand.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, maneuvering.
Oh, that bussy. My bussy's vibrating. Get a little butt plug in.
Me and my boyfriend, my
Whoa.
fiance.
Yeah. Hey.
We thought we bought one of those.
And didn't work?
Well, it was the one that you can do it because I travel a lot for work. So it's the one that was like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. That like I could put it in. I could be in London and he can be like, bloop. I'm like, oh, you know what I mean?
He's thinking of me.
Yeah, but we bought it. We never used it. You just reminded me.
It's a little like admin.
It's a lot of admin.
Connected to the Wi-Fi.
It's like how you even get.
You got all that radiation going in your
Oh my!
in that bussy.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's probably so bad for you.
You gotta keep that cat clean, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, maybe I'll try one of those, huh?
You try one of those.
When I go on Traitors, I'll put one in and I'll text you and be like,
okay.
set it up. Like, who's got the butt plug vibrating? Like, yeah, you must be a traitor. Wow. Okay.
Oh my God, at the round table,
Someone's phone going off?
No, it's me, guys.
Yeah. I'm just getting a Morse code from America.
Yeah.
Wait, when are you getting married? When's that going on?
So we got engaged in September 2025, and we're getting married he just went to grad school, so it's going to be sometime in 2027.
Okay.
Like summer, fall 27.
Are you planning it? You got someone planning it for you?
So I'm definitely going to do a wedding planner.
Please.
I couldn't, there's no way I could do it.
Me
It's like a wedding, there's like so much you have to consider, like, that I don't know, so many things that I don't even know I need to have an opinion about, like about how the place setting is and what kind of cutlery and what kind of, do you want the serrated knife or do you want the, like, it's like so much. I'd rather just pay someone to do the whole thing.
Yeah. Would you let Bob do a speech or?
Oh, so I'm not doing traditional speeches. I am going to do a roast, though.
Oh, yes. Okay, tell me about
The
this.
roast at the wedding. Bob can be the roast master. We're going to do, and I have so many comedian friends, like him, Mateo Lane, Nick Smith, a bunch of, Nicole Byer, Sashir. A lot of them are going to, we're going to have a dais of really funny fucking bitches, and I wanted to just, it's going to be I'm going to dedicate about 45 minutes in the reception.
Are you scared of that?
No.
Okay.
Well, I love people taking the piss at me.
Okay.
Well, I love being made fun of.
What about your man?
Oh, he does too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I have some roast jokes for him that I'm gonna tear him up. It might be a wedding and a divorce. Who knows?
Sounds like mine. Wait, who had that idea? That's a really cute idea.
We came up with it together.
Yeah.
I think that traditional things really don't speak to me. I'm not interested in like the sanctity of marriage. I think that's such bullshit. So I would rather do like, and it's definitely not going to be a traditional like the ceremony outside with the violin and the walking. It's not going to be all that.
No.
And I want to think of a unique.
Wait, what's it gonna be then?
What I really want.
Ceremony outside.
I really want on a Friday we're gonna go down to City Hall, do our own thing.
Yeah.
Do the City Hall thing, and then on Saturday just have the party.
Okay.
So no like
It's a celebration.
I don't want no fucking Pachelbel's Cannon. No, thank you. I want to party the next day at a really dope venue here in LA, hopefully in Malibu. Like, so it's like, because that's what I love about LA. Getting married in LA, the weather is 9 times out of 10 going to be fucking stunning. And I want to do it in either the spring or the fall because summer is just, could you imagine August 1st? Just ball sweat and you're trying to party? No. So I want to do something like outside, dope, fall or spring, party, nice hors d'oeuvres. I want the good quiche. I want the gourmet pigs in the blanket. I want some sausage rolls. I want some cute things, and then do the roast, have a dinner, and then have a dance.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah, I don't want no like the traditional shit.
Nah, fuck that.
And then like I was like, oh, I think we can get away with like 50 people, 25 you, 25 me. I have like 50 family alone.
Yeah, I'm like, that's going to be impossible.
Yeah, so probably looking at like 200 people, 250 people. That sounds like a lot, but.
You better book some more shows.
I know.
Fuck.
I know. Traitors. Call me back. What is to pay for?
You gotta win it now. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a lot.
Are you going to come?
If you want me to be there.
Of course.
You guys can roast me.
We probably would have roasted. That'd be good.
Yeah, please. If you had a dream next season and cast, who would you cast for it?
I think Trixie would be really good on Traitors, actually. But she'd have to be faithful. She could not be a traitor.
Why?
Trixie is awful at lying. She's so bad at like deception and stuff. She would need to be a faithful. If she was a traitor, she would be worse than Donna Kelsey. She would go home.
No, really?
Yes. Oh yeah, Trixie cannot be a traitor. No. I think Bianca Del Rio. Yeah. She's a very old queen. You won't know who she is. No. She's way before your time. Okay. She's old. Oh. She's a very old lady. So I think she'd be good on there, Bianca Del Rio.
Why'd you say old?
She's old.
I know a good doctor if she wants Botox.
Her dick, apparently. Oh, actually, I heard Bianca's a really huge dick.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's your dream cast?
Yeah, Trixie and Bianca.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm sweating. On a lighter note, you're an opera singer.
I am an opera singer.
When did you figure that out?
I went to, I'm from New York City.
Okay.
And I went to the Professional Performing Arts High School, which we have fierce alumni such as Alicia Keys.
Wow.
Britney Spears went for a year.
Wow.
Taylor Momsen, who was singing the national. She's singing. You know Taylor. Do you know who Taylor Momsen is?
No. Should I know her?
She was in Gossip Girl. or Pretty
What's a pitch thing that goes?
Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Young, blonde, beautiful, very, very gothy though. She
love
was
her.
like platinum blonde gothy. Anyway, she's doing a Mariah Carey. Like she's celebrating Mariah Carey, doing this big Mariah Carey performance, and no shade, Mariah Carey is so picky about anyone who does the music. She had some of the best vocalists do a thing for her like a year ago, and she just sat in the front row like. So I think Taylor's is not gonna have a good time with Mariah. So I feel bad for her. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Taylor Momsen. Some other people went to my school. So so I was there. And I was in the chorus there. My teacher, she was really good about. She's like, you know what, you kids, I know y'all love y'all Brandy and your Cisco and all this stuff. He's like, I want to teach you something that y'all can another art form you could love. So she taught us about like spirituals and like opera and stuff. And that's why in high school I was like, oh, opera is fun. Opera is dope. So I went to opera.
Wow.
For college. Yeah.
So that ignited that, and you were just
Yeah, I went to college and I got an undergrad degree in opera in music at an opera performance, and then I sang with Portland Opera for a few years.
Whoa.
And I came back here, and then I started doing drag, and I forgot about drag. Then my third time on Drag Race, I sang opera for the talent show, and that opened a whole world of possibilities. I started performing with like symphonies, and I started working with some opera companies. So it's been like really dope.
Wow, that's so fascinating.
Yeah. Do you have any art skills?
Me?
Yeah,
I'm tall.
Honestly, you don't even the fact that that's a T though. Once you're tall, people are like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
you're
good.
6'4"?
6'5".
6'5".
Is that bussy? The bussy plug going off again?
Like, Warfare trying to activate me.
Yeah, please.
I'll be home soon, baby.
No, I can't do anything.
Draw.
No. I can't even be inside the lines. It's horrible. It's actually really annoying. Like I try and be creative, and I'm like, man, just be tall and have blue eyes. That's all you got.
Well, your eyes are like green, no? Blue?
I'm a chameleon.
Oh my God, white people love telling you the eyes change color.
Do
White people love telling you the eyes change color.
Do they-
Oh my God, are your eyes blue? I'm like, yeah, well, they're blue because of my genes. Like in like the fall, they're more like hazel. I'm like, bitch, thank you, I got it.
Really?
That's the first thing you said to me.
Wow.
White people love telling you the eyes change color.
I had an ex tell me in high school that they get yellow when I'm horny, so I've been leaning to that. But I don't know if there's a doctor or a scientist, whoever studies eyes.
Have you seen these TikToks or reels of the eye color changing people?
Yeah, they go like, when they open their eyes, like,
Oh,
I saw a video and the guy goes, "Is this permanent?"
It is permanent. I was like, it's crazy.
Oh.
Like, why would people like mess with your vision? Like, it's crazy.
Last thing I'd want to mess with.
Your vision. I know, and they always look like crazy lizard people.
Yeah, they look horrible.
Yeah, it's really bad. So I'm telling you, if you got eye color changing surgery, you look really bad.
You look terrible.
It does not look good.
Go get it redone.
Go get it. Yeah, I know. I think it's
permanent.
It's permanent.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And they're like staring like
it
fucking.
makes them cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Which, no offense to cross-eyed community, I have some of my best friends are cross-eyed.
You really can't say anything these
Just
days.
saying. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what the surgery does, but they're all like, is this permanent?
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, yes, it's permanent. Did you not talk to the doctor before you
just
started?
spent thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it's so fucking crazy.
There is one. It's like a new one. I saw it like recently where it's the same. They take the laser that they use to get rid of glaucoma, and it basically burns it's like burns the brown in the iris. So basically, it's removing the pigment. It's not putting new pigment in. So
Keep the
that one
pigment.
looks the most natural, but it still looks a little off.
See, I would be so afraid that they'd be lasering and I just look across the room
And then
burn my whole.
I know.
It's like, okay, cool. Now it's like, fuck, you can see through my whole head.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, I
Don't
would
do
never
that.
fuck with my vision like that.
Have you ever done anal bleaching?
Okay, funny story about that. I remember
Wow.
my assistant Patrick,
Yeah.
who's now when he was my assistant, now he's
Yeah.
more my COO.
Oh.
He used to get sugaring and all these things, and he was like, "Oh, the place I get sugaring, they do anal bleaching," and I was like, "Do black people do anal bleaching?" So I was
might
like,
do it.
"Okay, let me look into it," because I like the color back there. I don't think I need to change.
No.
I mean, I think I look good when I see it in pictures and
Pull the skirt up.
Woo! When I see it in pictures, I love the color back there. I was like,
okay.
I just wondered what the possibilities are. I'm like, also, I go to this place,
Yeah.
I get bleaching, and then I just have like a bright pink asshole. I think that'll be weird.
Yeah, it's a look.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I don't think it's the look I want.
No.
I'm interested in the mocha chocolata tones that are in my present situation.
I actually just learned about this the other day from a friend. He's going through like well, I'm actually not going to spoil any of what he's going on, but he was saying that he knows this guy that gets fisted and your bumhole can come out.
Oh yeah,
And it's like called tailing.
It can prolapse.
And
prolapse
people can
anus.
like it.
Oh, but people like it. I've stumbled into
fascinating.
some dark sides of Twitter where I just minding my own business trying to look for cats. And then one scroll too many and it's just, like, let's say this is a butthole, it can literally come out like this much and it's just
Like a
out there.
parachute.
And people are like slapping it and hitting it. It's like a thing. It's like, that's like a kink. There's no kink shaming, Harry.
No, I would never.
No kink shame.
Everyone show me your prolapse.
But people like that. Like there's a
I'm
kink
sweating.
in seeing the insides outside. Like that's a kink of some people. Which can a vagina prolapse?
I don't think so. No. You know what? I don't think so. And I don't even know why I brought that up.
Well, on the topic of fisting, so I was doing a shoot. I was doing a pilot for some show, and I never began. No, not that kind of shoot. I am a Christian.
I'm a Christian woman.
I'm a Christian woman. I was on a shoot for a thing, and this guy who was PAing, he was taking me and the two other people on the thing that we're shooting this pilot for, and he was driving us to a new location. And then one of the girls was talking to me like, so like, what do you do like outside of this? He's like, oh, like I'm in adult entertainment. I'm like, oh, like what kind of like what's your name on there? He told us his name, and they're like, oh, like what kind of content do you specialize in? And he was like, oh, fisting content. I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay, so I was like, and then she is very inquisitive. This is Trinity the Tuck Taylor, one of my good sisters.
Trinity the Tuck.
And then she's like, she's this like Southern gal. She's from Alabama with a thick country ass accent. Okay,
Yeah.
the type of accent that she should just apologize to black people. Just like when you see a black person, just say I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Just for everything, right?
Yeah.
She's talking. She's like, hey, so what about fisting do you like? Like, what is it? And he's like, can I tell you something? And we're like, yeah, like what? He's like, because he's not a fisty, he's the fister.
Okay.
And he was like, one of the most appealing parts about fisting to me is that I know that when I am almost like a bicep into someone, that I have the power that if I really wanted to, I could really end them. But they trust me so much. And I don't. And he said, that's the part of it that really gets me going. And we were sitting in the back of that 15-passenger vehicle. I said, let me out of this motherfucking car. This motherfucker is out of his mind.
It's a murderer.
Like that is a part of fisting that you can kill someone and that you have enough restraint that you don't do it. Like that's the turn on.
But also, who's not dying after having a whole arm up their ass?
I don't not understand because I've
That
seen
would kill me.
I right? No, you have a few extra feet in there. But like I'm like I don't understand how it works because your intestines go like this. So how are you even like sneaking it in there? I stumbled into a fisting situation one time in my early 20s when I was in New York City. I answered a Grindr message and I went over to the place. I got to the house and he was bent over and he was like, do the thing. And I was like, okay. And I went into this is my first and last fisting experience. I went up in there. I got up to about my forearm.
Yeah.
And then I did something. So I did it once, and I was like, okay. And then I went back in, and then I started turning my hand. He's like, no. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I can't turn my hand. And then,
Why can't you turn your hand?
because I think you twist things in there, apparently.
Wow.
And then I pulled my hand out, and it was the first time I ever lost a nail in drag. I don't know where that nail is. That nail is in there or it's gone. I don't know where that
in his
nail is.
spine.
My pinky finger is still in that man's colon.
There's actually someone on Love Island right now who likes to be fisted, I think.
On Love Island?
Yeah.
Is it a woman or a man?
It's a man.
Got it. Oh, a straight guy who likes to be fisted.
Yeah.
Because Love Island, I've never seen the show. It's all about straight. There are no queers.
No.
It's all straight people.
Yeah.
Got
Well, for now, and then give him a couple years.
I don't think. See, these dating shows they don't do queer. Like Love Is Blind never has. The Bachelor never has. I think I don't know because then you'll have to divide them by tops and bottoms maybe, and maybe that might be a problem. I don't know. I don't think these shows they do.
But you think it's too much like divide by tops and bottoms.
I think that would be
And then
weird.
there's the verses.
Because some people are verse, some people are sides. Do you know what sides are?
What the fuck is a side?
Dudes that only.
I'm sweating this conversation. Fisting sides. Woo! God.
Sides only like oral stuff. They're not interested in penetration. So it's only oral activities and like making out and like oral things, but no penetration.
So they're just putting like the foot in the door a little bit. They're not.
Yeah, oh, foot in the door. I think it's a foot. Yeah.
Well, have you been footed?
No.
Is that a thing?
Well, I got my FFS surgery, so my feet are gorgeous now.
What's a FFS?
It's a foot feminization surgery.
Did we talk about this?
I think on my thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And you were shocked then, and you're still shocked now.
Yeah. So what happened? Are they healed?
They're healed. They're gorgeous. I have like a 4.9 now on WikiFeet.
So what did they narrow it?
They went in and because I've been doing drag for going on 15 years now. And before drag, Harry, I was this young ingenue, making my way around Manhattan, going to auditions, singing in operas. And my feet were beautiful. Yeah. Then I started drag, the heels, the hours in heels, the drag mango. I went from having beautiful feet to just hooves. I basically had hooves on my feet. I look like one of those horses from the dodo that has been left abandoned for 3 years. My hooves have grown, they've curled on them. I'm moving. So I was like, they basically shaved my bunion down, and then because of the heels, I was getting a little hammer toe situation. So they had to straighten my toes, cut the tendons.
Oh my God.
On them to release them, and then they fixed the parabola. So now my toes have the perfect parabola now. You know how they go from big to small and like a nice perfect unison.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Have you had any other surgeries?
No, I had Lipo 360 in 2020.
Should I do that?
No,
I don't want to do that.
You don't need to do that.
No, it's great.
I mean, I had that.
Okay.
Those are three. I had Lipo 360. I had my toes. Oh, I had vocal surgery. I had a node.
What does that mean?
It's like from years of drinking and screaming on microphones. My cords were like touching a place in a really weird place, so I had to they had to cut it off.
And you can still sing?
Oh, I can still sing.
I was gonna say
no,
fuck.
just to like it just basically because you don't know your vocal cords are these two tiny little muscles right here, and when you sing, they look like a vagina honestly, and they vibrate like this to produce sound, and it just had like a small. When I tell you something like maybe like this small. A little like nodule on one of them, and it just lasered it off. And
How did you find that?
When I was singing certain songs, certain notes sound a little weird, and I was like, "Why does this note? Hey, why is it a little harder to sing? And why am I not singing it? Why is it hard?" So I went to an ENT. Shout out to Dr. Nazeri in Beverly Hills. Dr. Nazeri is one of the greatest ENTs in the world. Thank God I found this man. And they scope you. They take this like thing, they put it through your nose, and put your cords. He's like, "Yep, you have a little nodule," and then they. Just lasered it off, and I'm all good now. Now it's like a little Tweety bird.
Well, guys, we're going to play a game right now. It's called Random Rapid Fire. How hot am I on a scale of 1 to 10? Sorry, I started it. Sorry.
I would say 9.
Really?
Yeah.
What can I do to be better? How can I be better for you?
I think you have to be a little... Actually, I'll say 9.
Okay. Still the same as before? Actually?
Well, Harry.
Okay. Shit.
No, say
No, talk your shit.
Well, I can't gas you up too much, so you're a 9.
Okay.
Ask me again, you're going to be 8.5.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Well, you're a 10 to me.
Thank you, darling.
Okay, who's the most famous person on your phone?
Ooh, famous person on my phone, Whoopi Goldberg.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Whoopi Goldberg.
What's the story there?
So I've done The View a few times. I've done the show The View. Is her talk show. It's on ABC. And I did it once on my own, then twice because of Drag Race. Yeah. And then I went to go see her she was Miss Hannigan and Annie last Christmas, and went to go hang with her backstage. And she's just really dope. She's so cool. She's invited me to her house in Italy and stuff. Whoopi Goldberg is such a kind, sweet, amazing one. I love her so much.
Wow, that is so sweet.
Yeah.
Who is one person from Traitors you would actually trust with your phone password?
Oh, my phone and password? Natalie Anderson.
Okay.
Natalie Anderson seems like, I don't know what, she's just a trustworthy person. Like I honestly, I would trust her with my life.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I would.
Who would pick up your phone call faster, RuPaul or Alan Cumming?
Alan Cumming. RuPaul would be like, who's this? We're like Monet. I don't remember Monet. You'd have no idea. No idea.
If you could put me in drag, what would my name be? Why is that so funny? I could do it.
Candace Capybara. Candace Capybara.
Candace Capybara.
You give me Candace.
Okay.
Or Candy Capybara.
Candy Capybara.
Don't y'all have those animals over there?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I like that.
Or Winona Walker.
That's way cooler.
Yeah,
some
Winona
swag in
Walker.
that.
Yeah.
I like Winona Walker.
Yeah.
You're stranded on an island. You can take one cast member from any of your past shows. Who are you picking?
Ooh, I would pick. I talked about her earlier. I would pick Trinity the Tuck. Trinity is one of those utility gays.
Okay.
Trinity can just like figure out anything. If she needs to if we need to make knives, if we need to, I would handle the cooking, but anything else on the island, she would build our shelter. Wow. She would build the utensils to eat the food with. Yeah. She would build the things to hunt the food. Trinity is a utility gay. She can figure out anything.
Utility gay is such a good word.
Oh yeah, it's great. I know a few utility gays. Patrick, my COO, my executive, everything of my life. He is a utility gay. Anything I've needed to learn, he's figured out how to do.
Wait, where can I find a utility gay? I need one.
I don't know.
Oh,
Patty's taken,
okay,
and also Trinity is taken. So find your own, Harry.
Okay,
you're in Los Angeles. Go to WeHo.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna walk outside. They'll be there. What is the most expensive thing you've ever bought for a drag look?
Oh, for the season finale of Celebrity Drag Race, I was one of the mentors on there, and I bought. It's my most expensive gown I own. It was made by this designer here in Los Angeles. At that time, he was making a lot of things for Megan Thee Stallion and stuff, so he was very expensive. Also, this gown is just expensive, but he made me this gold shimmery Airtay gown, fully custom made, fully hand stoned, and that was $10,000.
Wow, probably worth it though.
Yeah, it was worth it. I love that dress. I still have it to this day.
Really?
It's beautiful.
Would you have worn it on Traitors? No.
Ooh!
It could have been fun.
When I go back, I'm going to wear it.
Let's go.
Thank you for that idea.
Perfect. You can pop out.
Harry, so you see, I like how you think.
I'm there. I'm going to do it. What is the most overdone song to lip sync to?
Oh, God. Overdone song. Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive. First of all, she's canceled. We're done with her. And the song is just tired. Like, move on. It's almost as annoying as gays who only wear Santal.
What's Santal?
Santal is a fragrance by Le Labo. I get it, y'all. We all love Santal, but Le Labo has so many other fragrances. Yeah. Like, you want to walk into a gay bar and smell like everyone else. You know what I mean? Ugh. Like, try something else out.
Yeah.
Don't just do the trendy one everyone else does.
Best dating advice you've ever heard?
Oh, suck it on the first date.
Wow.
Don't fuck, but maybe suck it on the first date. Give it a little lick.
Yeah, little suckies.
A little kiss on it. You know what I mean? Because that's how you learn. Keep a man. Okay.
Okay.
Show them that you can unhinge that jaw and go in, honey. That's what I did.
Wow.
And I'm engaged.
You sucked on the first date?
No, actually, we waited till I was ready on the first date. He wasn't. I know.
He didn't want to throw that cat?
He didn't want to throw that cat, honey. I don't know why. I don't know. I think he was like, what he says was, I knew that we would be together. So I'm like, well, whatever.
Damn. Now look at you guys.
I know. I guess he was right.
Yeah. So maybe that's not good advice. Suck it on the fourth
I
date.
remember the time I did it, didn't work.
Yeah.
You know what? I like how you think.
Yeah.
You're smart.
Maybe. If you could banish one fashion trend forever, what would it be?
Oh, gloves that stop here.
Okay.
Like gloves that stop here. Either they're opera length up here, or you doing like a more like Chanel-y 60s moment of glove, a little hand glove.
Yeah.
But gloves that stop here, they don't look flattering on anyone. They cut your hand off in a very strange place, and it's not flattering on anybody. So only opera length or hand gloves.
Wow. I've never thought about it. That's actually a really good idea.
It doesn't look good on anyone.
They should go.
Yeah.
Burn them.
Yeah.
Is it a date if you just go for coffee?
No, but coffee. No, wait. Is it a date if you do coffee? Yes.
Okay, it is a date.
Yes, I think that's a good date.
Okay.
Coffee or ice cream, good first dates. Small time commitment.
How do you suck it on that first date, though, if you're at a coffee shop?
Honey, that's how you show them your skills. You lick the ice cream cone, honey. You let them have it. You let them have it on that cone. That's what they'll definitely say yes. But like people who go out to dinner.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
You never had someone aggressively eat an ice cream cone and you're like,
they get brain freeze. I'm like, girl, relax. You gotta put yourself into a coma.
Do you like blowjobs?
Yeah, sometimes. Okay. I do. I love them so much.
Yeah.
I love them.
I know a lot of guys who don't like them though.
No, I prefer to be giving.
Oh, you
Because
like
I'm like, I just,
you like to eat puss.
I know like it's gonna be over once we're like, don't worry about me. I'm good. I'm
See,
fine.
that's my thing about pussy. Like, I want to eat pussy, but I
Yeah.
just feel like I'll be so bad at it.
No, come on.
There's just so much. I don't really know the lay of the land.
They're complicated.
They're complicated. And I'm a platinum gay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm born by C-section. I've literally never touched or been near a vagina.
Whoa.
And I would. I just feel like, if I was to be in a situation with someone with a vagina, I would feel like they would have a bad time. Then I would feel bad. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Maybe I just need to commit and do it.
Okay.
But I just feel like I'm really bad.
You don't
at
have
it.
to if you don't want to.
I mean,
You actually don't have to commit. You're getting married. Wait, is there someone you would, if there was a lady walked in this room right now with a clam out, who would you lick? Beyonce?
I mean, girl. I mean, I don't want to. Now I'm sweating. I would. I can't. I know I couldn't.
You couldn't?
I'll be too scared for that.
I think you're gay. I think that's the giveaway right there. Wow.
But I do love making out with girls, though.
Okay, that's
Oh my
hot.
God, girls are great kissers.
Yeah.
Girls are such great kissers.
See, that's fun.
I love making out with girls. Yeah.
Okay.
And they moisturize their lips. They take care of their lips. They're using
Yeah.
lip balm. Sometimes dudes, even gay dudes, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, are you not, like, you need to, tops. This is the tops. Kissing a bottom, you're always good. Oh my God, kissing a twink, great every time. Tops, sometimes they just,
Really?
the ones that like trying to be a little more, yeah, bro, mass, they try to prescribe to some of, well, no, you take care of yourself. You have like a whole skincare line, you're good.
Yeah, I'm trying my best.
Yeah, you look like you moisturize.
So I'm a verse. What am I? What would I be? I'm a dolphin?
You're a dolphin.
Really?
A porpoise.
A porpoise?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We only got a couple more. Would you rather have to wear a Traitors velvet cloak everywhere for a year or one of my swim trunks?
Oh, I read the Traitors velvet cloak.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm petitioned to get back in the council. I need to be a traitor.
I kind of like how
big.
big the hoods were too.
Oh yeah, they're huge.
kinda sexy.
It's very chic.
Oh.
Watch like fucking Schiaparelli or someone like do some cloak look in the next few years.
Yeah.
Model for Traitors for sure.
Ugh.
Yeah.
If you could rate my outfit right now, 1 to 10, what would I didn't really. You know what? Marshall, fuck these questions. Okay, no, we have a final four question.
Final four.
Oh, final three actually. Because anyway, these are serious. Okay, you can be quick. You can give a serious answer. You can not care.
Okay.
If you could give one law on any and every reality show right now, what would it be? What would your law be?
Oh, my one law would be stop the line. You don't know how hard I worked to get here, bitch. I don't care.
Yeah.
You don't know how hard I worked to get here. So why is your reason more valid than mine?
Yeah. Shut up.
Shut up with that shit. Yeah. Y'all don't know how hard I worked to get here, and I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You submitted a self-tape.
Exactly.
It's all good.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
you're
fuck
on the
that.
Zoom call.
Yeah.
Who should be banned from any reality TV show forever?
Michael Rapaport.
And you know what? That's what I thought when we had this meeting, and I'm like, this is a question I need to ask.
I think we're good on Michael.
He's got to go.
He's got to go.
Like, why are we angry?
Yeah.
Like,
just
Go to Fiji.
I live there.
But yeah, put your feet in the sand.
And just do that.
Have a pina colada.
Yeah. I
Like-
know.
Yeah.
Like, we're good.
Yeah, brother.
good.
You could learn to eat. Okay, and the final one. What is one word you'd use to describe your experience on reality TV?
Oh, sickening.
Oh.
And that means that's a good thing, Harry.
Okay.
Just good. Like
Okay,
sickening is like that's great. It's good. It's like sick.
It's like cunt.
Yeah. It's oh my God. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. No, it's this. The middle finger is this.
Damn it! I was doing
Sebastian?
so well.
Is it, are you under the sea?
Damn it! I was doing so well. Fuck. Well, this has been amazing.
Thank you. I had so much fun.
Thank you so much for coming on. Anything you want to plug?
No, just come and see me out on tour. I'm doing my High Heels Bad Knees comedy tour. I'm doing a date in LA. You got to come.
Can I come?
Absolutely. My High Heels Bad Knees comedy tour, and that's pretty much a big thing.
Okay.
Check out my YouTube for weekly videos.
And your podcast, and your streaming.
And my podcast.
And
And
your-
streaming. I know I'm doing too much. Always doing too much.
Relax.
I know.
It's all
And
good.
I'm going to take a vacation right after this.
Let's go with Michael.
Okay, let's go.
Let's beat him up.
To Fiji.
Guys, if you did enjoy today's episode, please give us 5 stars, drop a comment, and we'll see you again next week. Or
Yay! So fun. Thank y'all for having me.